You look good.
We look good together.
I think we do look good together.
Okay.
And you're from Trinidad? My mother from Trinidad too.
Really? Where?
Santa Flora, deep south.
Port of Spain. Yeah, you're all the way down.
Deep south.
Yes, we're in Port of Spain.
Saparia.
Okay.
Have you gone back?
Yeah, I was there 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. My aunt is in Arima.
Oh.
Yeah.
We love Arima.
I love Arima. Yeah. But that's the only one that's still there. Everybody else left. Yeah.
So what about you? You're gonna go back and
No.
you don't see yourself?
No, I see myself visiting, but not staying.
Always visiting.
Always
What's
visiting.
the longest you stayed?
I used to, well, as a kid.
As an adult, what's the longest you stayed?
2 weeks?
2 weeks?
Yeah.
I did 2 years and 5 months.
Wow.
It was during the pandemic, so.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Why doesn't it count?
Because everybody got to go anywhere for a year or some change.
Oh, really?
I was in Florida for a year, but I wouldn't say I lived in Florida. I lived in a house in Florida, but that was
Okay.
it. Yeah.
I was there. I went to
Yeah.
Tobago.
Oh, that's Tobago.
Love Tobago.
Yeah, the waterfalls. Sorry, we were off
No,
topic.
this is about it.
Oh, this is it?
all
Oh,
about
okay.
Because really, after you spoke with him,
Yeah.
it reminded me that, just speaking to know someone is really, you're not collecting the work, you're collecting the artist, right?
I'm collecting the artist, I'm collecting the story.
The story.
The story.
Sometimes the story comes from the artist of like why he does what he does.
Yes.
You know?
The passion behind it, for sure. Yes. Okay.
Well, first, let me introduce myself. My name is Robert. Robert Lee Sims III. I like to go by Rob Lee.
Rob Lee.
And I just had the pleasure of meeting Natalia.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
And so, how long have you been a collector?
I want to say all my life. It used to be stamps. It used to be coins. I've always collected one thing or another. But when it comes to kind of Black art, it was very much started with books. It started with books. My grandfather was a collector of books. So in Trinidad, we had a lot of Venezuelan books that were in Portuguese, and he was always adamant about sharing those with us. And then it turned into kind of just slave stories. It turned into women and their works of art, because it wasn't always widely published. So if I found like a Toni Morrison or a Maya Angelou original print, I had to have it because they're not like just widely available anymore. So it was really about books at first, and then it became art, and then it became photography. So it's really now, it's all about just Black culture and preserving that. Yeah.
As a collector, do you showcase? Because some people collect to keep for themselves.
Yeah.
Some people collect to showcase. I think about Arturo Schomburg. He was a collector.
Yeah.
But now his collection is somewhere where everyone can see it. Where do you see your collection going in the future? What is your collection for?
My collection is for my 2 boys. So I have a 19-year-old and a 12-year-old, and I primarily now, that can evolve into something else later, but for right now, it's so that they know their history. So I can pull out books that, their grandfather had and have them look at it and look at old pictures and tell the stories behind it and what I've learned from them. So right now it's about family. My nieces and nephews, them having access to it very easily. If it grows into a bigger collection, then that's always a possibility. I never say never. Yeah.
So then, when you're, as a collector, what speaks to you most when you see a picture? I think this first picture, you just open your eyes was
I
like...
did. Because it's imagery I don't get to see every day. And it's not something that I have a direct connection to. So the way that it's even taken evokes kind of an emotion, right? Because you're kind of catching him, it looks like off guard. And it looks like they're just living their everyday life, and it's just beautiful. So yeah, it was just nice to see. What are they doing, actually? That's one of the things I want to understand.
So this specifically is an indigenous tribe that I came upon in the Upper East region of Ghana, a place called Bulga Tonga. And what they don't dress like this every day. They're doing they created a festival to honor their warrior ancestors. And so I consider photography and filmmaking, we're also like sociologists and anthropologists where we study human behavior and we come back with a thesis on it. So now I'm realizing that festivals are a way for people to experience culture.
Yes.
It's also an economic way for people to build resources. So this tribe wants to build more resources for its region. So they're trying to build a festival where people, because now also everybody in Ghana knows, these people are coming to Ghana.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot of people are going to Ghana, yeah.
So they want to try to gain resources for people, tourism, right?
Yeah.
Specifically, this tribe also told me they were wondering why Black Americans are coming to Ghana but only staying in a certain region. If you look at this picture, you would see that the coast is where Accra is.
Yes.
And they really they speak more of these door no returns and these dungeons and these slave castles.
Right.
But that is the end point. That's not the beginning, right?
Right.
And so they're like, if these people are coming back to Africa and coming back to Ghana, why are they only staying where they exited?
You only go when you know.
You only go where you know.
Right.
And as photographers and filmmakers, it's for us to bring awareness.
Yeah, I love that.
So I'm trying to bring awareness that these people want us to come more up. Because this is where we exited.
Right.
This is where we were.
And this is where we were kings and queens and beautiful, and we don't have to stay in the hurt down here. So I understand that. I love that. Yeah.
And that's my part of my thesis for this trip to Ghana. I actually have to, Mr. Cash was telling me I have to go back.
Yeah.
Mr. Cash is being a mentor to me and really schooling me on like which way to go. And I'm really appreciative of giving this opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Cash. Thank you, Natalia.
Of course.
This is just a short, brief introduction. We look forward to having you back more and more.
I'm always around.
Okay.
And my best friend just walked past.
There we go.
We can make him a collector.
We're in Harlem. Hey, best friend.
Hello. I'll let you guys see it.
All right, babes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that's that.